Rolling?
Yeah.
All right, so folks, you seen this horse a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago Saturday, on the internet, Instagram, Facebook. And I'd said this horse had 10 rides by me last winter in Phoenix, and somebody else did the colt start. Other than that, I'm guessing that this horse had, let's just call it 30 rides before I got to it. And now I've put in 2 weeks, which is 10 rides back to back. All right, just so you know where the horse is at. So what are we gonna do first? Friendly game, right? Okay, so friendly motion. And you guys seen my video in the last few days on horses that pull back, right? We need to get our horses soft right here. And if they're soft there, maybe they'll get soft here. And if they're soft there, maybe they'll get soft here, so they'll get soft here. Okay? And these could be your reins someday, right? So, it's like, all right, we get that, Joe. All right, well, how can we challenge that a little bit on the ground? All right, well, let's see. That's just friendly motion. As we got another horse tied over there, he can't handle it. I'll just move away from that other horse, but all right. See how he wants to pull back? What do? Walk backwards. Swap hands, both sides.
Hunter.
Little friendly game to show him that that's done pretty good. See how I walk
Hunter,
backwards and he gets softer on this? Gotta get away from that other horse. Alright, so you guys get that. That's friendly motion, right? But it's also steady pressure because this is steady. I'm pulling on this, right? Alright, so I'm going to get into my next game. Or I mean, same game, steady pressure. Can I move the hindquarters around the forequarters? Right? Can I move the forequarters around the hindquarters? Could I move this horse straight sideways? Alright, can I back him up with my hand on his bosal? Alright, so that's steady pressure. You get your steady pressure good, you're well on your way to having a horse that when we get on his back, that when we pull on the reins, we can get some softness. Other side, hindquarters, forequarters, sideways, and backwards, backwards. There we go. All right, steady pressure. That's game number 2. Right, and we'll just go right on into rhythmic pressure. All right, and I also want to bring up that don't forget, this is called lateral lunging. We're trying to get roundness in our horses. When a horse wants to get away from us, his head goes that way, his ass goes that way. They want to travel in their circle that way, going to the left, until we get them round. We got to teach them how to get round. First of all, we got to get the mental part right, and then we start to get the emotional part, then the physical. All right, rhythmic pressure. It's a different kind of a stimuli. That would just be like maybe when I'm up on their back and I'm using steady pressure to move stuff around and it isn't working, I could rhythmically use my foot, maybe, or one rein to get what I want, a different stimuli. Right? All right, that's game number 2, rhythmic pressure. Or 3, I'm sorry. 4, yo-yo game. Backwards and forwards. So there's some steady pressure in this, isn't there? Backward, Keep your hindquarters behind you to go backwards. Yo-yo game is straight back and straight forward. Alright, that's the yo-yo game. Game number 4. 5, circling game. Lead, which is a direct rein, supporting rein. Direct, support. Get rid of an eye. Let's pick it up a little bit. Lead. Now the bring back. Oh, pretty good. Alright, other direction. I want you guys to notice the roundness. See the roundness that this horse is getting? So maybe when I canter off, if I'm starting to get this arc at a walk and a trot on the ground, that when I canter this arc and not hold them, remember about the circle, Joe's circle we talk about, don't hold them, they hold this shape on their own. You try and physically, like right now, can you imagine if I physically pulled on this horse's face to try and get him to look in, how that's going to go? It's not going to go very well, right?